Hi, my name is Hassanatu Barry and I'm the proud founder of the Babysitter Guru LLC, which is an informational hub for childcare providers and parents to seek information and guidance from a childcare expert with over 8+ years of experience. Now, you might be wondering what you should look for when hiring a nanny and or a sitter for your family. And I have the perfect answer for you. These are my 3 C's. And guess what? You could find this all out prior to even hiring them. The first one is communication. See how the nanny and or sitter or the potential candidate communicates with you prior to hiring them. And that includes how fast they respond to your emails and text messages, whether or not they do follow-ups, okay? The second C is consistency. And consistency is something you'll find out through their references. See how consistent they were when they were to do responsibilities and their duties, or how often they arrived to their job. And that's all through the prior families they worked for. So make sure you check their references. And 3 is care. Care is also something you'll find out through the trial run prior to also hiring them. Now, I always recommend for families to do a trial run prior to hiring a potential candidate because you want to see how the children interact with them, okay? And that will be a time in which you are in the room and step outside of the room just to see how the child interacts, whether or not they smile with them, interact, play, is there any laughter, is always important. Now, always remember your child is the decision maker at the end of the day. Now, if you would like any more information or guidance, please visit my website, thebabysitterguru.com. There I'll be able to even assist you even more. So thank you so much for watching my video and I hope to hear from you soon. Bye!
Hey everyone, I'm Rochelle and this is D.A.F.T Tips. Hi, my name is Lori. I have the pleasure of being the Director of Operations for a small law firm here in Towson, Maryland. I had also the pleasure of going to John Jay College of Criminal Justice, Go Bloodhounds, and I also went to high school in Jamaica. I went to this prestigious Immaculate Conception High School for girls, but I loved it. I loved every single moment of both my college and high school experience, and that's what's matriculated into my career today. So part of today's career exploration, I will be asking Lori a series of questions that will provide some insight as to how she prepared for the career she has today. You ready? Ready, let's go. Okay, so number 1, is it important to start considering how to think of your career as a middle schooler? There's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure being a middle schooler and trying to figure out exactly what you need to do in the future and how to get there. I do not think that you need to have the last and final answer or the last and concrete plan for yourself in middle school. You're still growing, you're still deciding, and things may change. I started high school pursuing sciences, and I didn't veer from that. It's been in sciences for almost 13 years, from middle school straight through high school. And then now I work in a law firm. I don't touch a test tube, so you never know where life may take you. But pursue things that are your passion, and that way you'll be that much closer to your ideal career, where your career will also be your passion.
So then, as we're speaking about interests that middle schoolers are partaking in, how could a current interest or hobby serve as an advantage for deciding future endeavors?
That's a very interesting question.
Yeah.
It depends. I think it depends on the interest and it depends on the hobby, but you can make anything, any hobby into a career, and you can follow any passion through a hobby. For example, I used to tutor when I was in high school. And then when I went into college, I also had the experience of teaching to middle schoolers and junior high school students, and using that hobby from high school and then getting to practice and be a teacher in college was a wonderful experience. And that's me transferring a hobby that I pursued in high school to somewhat of a career in my college experience.
Wow. Yeah, that's actually amazing. I did the same thing. And when we was talking a lot in college, most of our conversations was to how we can shape or reshape our future goals with consideration of what we were doing in college.
Exactly, all our experiences and how that could maybe affect or build the blocks of the ideal career that we want for ourselves.
So then what about any athletic activities you were partaking in. For me, I was a part of a praise dancing group.
Okay.
And I really thought for a short period of time that I was going to become a professional dancer. But soon after, I realized I wasn't really that interested in dancing. And that didn't significantly impact any decision towards what my college majors could have been.
Right.
So how did any of your everyday activities affect maybe your confidence level? Could we say that the activities that you were doing, even though they had nothing to do with what you want to do in the future, is it still important to engage in them as you see that it's helping with your self-esteem, your self-awareness, and your communicative skills as to how you would then respect other people?
Definitely. Hobbies and interests, they teach you different things. Yes, you wanted to be a dancer, or you thought that would have been something you'd pursue in the future, but you worked as a team. You were a part of the team.
Right.
And that taught you team relationships and how to interact with different team members.
Right.
That's a skill that every profession that involves multiple people will require.
Yeah.
That's a skill that you've honed and learned and you can apply going forward. And I think with many hobbies that people pursue, there are many different pieces and facets of the hobbies that can be applied to your career. In teaching, there's a lot of public speaking. There's a lot of needing to enunciate and needing to listen to your audience. And that applies to many different careers. Currently, I sit down in front of a team of individuals and I have to think about their different perspectives, think about my audience and how I can voice my opinion and my conversation with them in a way that's palatable. I learned that in teaching. That was a hobby.
So, did your parents influence your career path in any way?
Yes. I don't know if you heard the accent, but I'm Caribbean. So the Caribbean parent generally wants to veer their child into the more successful careers, the more lucrative careers. So yes, my mom did impact a lot of my career choices and my hobbies even. And she also weighed in on how I decided to build that career. Was I going to pursue a passion that wouldn't bring in the big bucks, the big dollars, or was I going to continue pursuing something that she considered frivolous? Those are thoughts that definitely weigh in, and your parents can make it more confusing to make that final decision. But remember, that decision is yours. That final decision is yours. In all the communication and conversations that I've had with my mother, law was never really a discussion. And here I am today. I found myself in a different bucket, in a different area, and it's a passion, a career, and it's something that I thought I really enjoy doing.
Okay, so you touched on a very important part in your speech just now. The idea that oftentimes parents' advice or instructions for your career path may be confusing. There are some situations in which a parent might not agree with your career decision because it's not lucrative enough, or it might not be deemed credible or respectable within the Caribbean community. How do you still find confidence and determination to persevere even though your parents might not be as supportive in your future endeavors? This is something, even though I think this is something that middle schoolers should be prepping their mind to start thinking about and figure out ways how they can communicate and respectfully express to their parents that, listen, mom or dad, I want to become such and such, and I understand within the Caribbean community this might not be a career that is going to be highly respected. How do you have that conflicting conversation, and what sorts of communicative skills they need to develop in situations that they might be facing now, where a middle schooler might say, hey, I want to play basketball, but my dad is pushing me towards doing football, or my mom wants me to go to a science club, but I really want to pursue photography. How do or my mom wants me to go to a science high school, but I really want to go to a performance high school. Even though they are the parent or guardian over you, and so you have limited to no control over what you want to pursue or what college you still need
my house, my rules.
Right.
How do you still to grow up with?
Exactly.
It's definitely a difficult conversation to have with any parent, Caribbean or otherwise. Parents tend to have a vision for their child from day one, from the day of conception and the day they enter the world, parents tend to start creating that future, or that future that they would want for their child. And then to present a contrasting plan to them can be a very disappointing or difficult conversation to have. If you know that the future that you want for yourself is conflicting, you have to be confident in that conversation. You have to stand true to what it is that you want to pursue for yourself. And what can help with that conversation? Facts.
What do you mean?
Prepare information to present to your parent.
Like going online and finding out why this performing arts high school is specifically geared towards. Wow.
Research the passion and research the difference in plan that you want to present to your parent. No parent wants to be presented with I'm not really sure, here, this is what I think it could be. No one wants, or not no one, but parents don't want that level of uncertainty. And then that uncertainty shows a lack of confidence in that vision that you have for yourself. Research. Get the foundations of what you want to pursue. And then have that discussion with your parent on a basis and on a ground where you are knowledgeable of that career path that you're trying to build. That's how it helped me. Being able to discuss it strongly and confidently with research to back me. It's very important. And I think that those conversations, though hard, can be had with any parent.
I think that is a wonderful way, just conducting research so that you can form ideas on how you can address your concern about potentially going to a different high school than what your parents intended. Research, wow. Okay, wrapping up, last question, you ready?
Let's go.
Okay, what's the biggest tip you would want to give to middle schoolers now in regards to career exploration?
Wow, explore it all. Do not limit yourself. If one day you walk up and you're like, I like the way this paintbrush feels in my hand, try it. Paint a piece. If you like the way words are flowing in your mind, write them down. See how that feels. Pursue it. Yeah, I dabble in art even now in my career as a side hobby. It's something that I do pursue amateurly or unprofessionally. Don't limit yourself. Never limit yourself. And if you can, pursue it all.
Thank you. This is amazing.
Of course.
I'm Rochelle, and this is D.A.F.T Tips.
Okay.